Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorial 29, Submarine Game Part 3A. It's a follow-up to the Tutorial 28, which was Part 3. I'm calling it 3A because we're going to change the way the game ends. Right now, the game ends as soon as one of the torpedoes hit the sub. Now we're going to let the sub hit the torpedoes, and the torpedoes will disappear, and we'll count the torpedoes that we hit in a given period of time. I have the original Part 3 opened on my computer, and I have the action panel open. I am down here to where we're doing the hit test, where the submarine hits one of the torpedoes, and I want to change what's here. So I'm going to type some stuff first of all, and let's take those four original ones, and the easiest way is to click on them, the four original ones right there. Click on them and come up here and get this little window, and you'll see it blocks them out. It puts a slash, asterisk, asterisk, slash, so it blocks them out. And we're going to do three things here. First, the torpedo, T-O-R-P-I, period X, that's the torpedoes that we're generating. Period X, small x, equals 10,000, semicolon. That means we're sending that torpedo that gets hit way off to the right-hand side of the stage. And we got to send it way off because we don't want it to come back onto the stage area. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to make a variable called hit count, and here we're going to decrement it. So capital H-I-T, capital C-N-T, minus minus semicolon, that means subtract 1, and we'll make that counter variable in a minute. And at the same time we're going to trace, T-R-A-C-E, open bracket. You can copy this hit count, put it in, close bracket, semicolon, and I believe I said there's an open bracket here. So now let's just, if we tried this, we would have problems because I haven't had this variable made yet. Let's go to the top of the page. We have three variables. Click on the end one there, enter, and type this code. var, V-A-R, hit count, that's the variable we've been talking about, colon, number, capital N-U-M-B-E-R, turns blue, equals 7, semicolon. This 7 comes from the fact that I indeed made 7 torpedoes. So now let's test this out and see if we got any errors or if this even works. Okay, as I hit them, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're disappearing, 5, got 2 more to get, so missed them both, 6, 1 more, 7, and if I wait it long enough, I think I have to wait like 5 or 6 minutes, those ones that we sent to 10,000 way up here, they'll eventually come back on the screen. So now let's look over here on the output panel, and you'll see my count. There's 1 right there, and this is still monitoring the X position or the Y position. Then there's a 2 here, and eventually 3, 4, 5, there's 5, and eventually we get to this 7. Okay, let's go back to the timeline. Okay, now we gotta go way down the page. Here's our event listener for gravity, and there's the open curly bracket for this gravity function. If I go way down the page, way down the page, way down the page, you'll see 4 closed curly brackets. This is the last one for that function, so I want to be after this one and before that one. So put a couple enters in here and type this code. It's a if open bracket hit count, that's that counter we're decrementing, it started at 7. If hit count is less than or equal to 0, that means we hit all the torpedoes. Close bracket. There's the open curly bracket for this if, the closed curly bracket for this if. Game timer, that's the timer that we have down here that we're using. Game timer period stop, S-T-O-P. small s, that all turns blue, open bracket, close bracket, semicolon, and at the same time we want to remove that gravity. So come up here, way up here, copy this line, this add event listener for gravity, copy it, come down here, paste it in, and change add to remove. Small r turns blue. Alright, so now there's two curly brackets here. I want to be between those, so click there, couple enters, and type this code. Score underscore text, that's one of those text boxes we use somewhere else up here. There it is there. Score underscore text, txt, period, text, that turns blue, equals, quotations, subs to hit, close space there, quotation mark, submarines, you can say submarines remaining to hit, but I'm saying subs to hit with a space in here, quotation, plus, that means to this is called a string, so it's what this is going to write, this, and it's going to write whatever value is in this hit count. That's what this plus means, write whatever in this hit count. So hitcnt, that's that variable we just made. Again, plus sign, quotation, period, quotation, semicolon. And this second line, count underscore text, txt, period, text, that turns blue, equals, quotation, your space, time, space, is space, quotation, plus total time. That's a variable that we name total time that is changed by this timer down here. There it is, there's that total time. So plus total time, plus quotation, space, seconds, period, quotation, semicolon. So therefore we're going to be counting in seconds. And if we're going to be counting in seconds, down here this game timer, we have to make this 1,000 milliseconds. And now we need the code to end it when the timer reaches 0. Excuse me, when the timer reaches a preset time. So click right here, couple enters, so I'm keeping this curly bracket down here, this closed curly bracket, type, if, turns purple, open bracket, total time, that's that total time, that's this total time down here that we're counting, is greater than, equals, 10, close bracket. And that's pretty fast, 10 seconds. I'm giving this person 10 seconds to hit those 7 torpedoes. If you want to add more time, that's the one you want to change right there. There's the open curly bracket for the if. There's a closed curly bracket for the if. If that happens, game timer, period, stop, open close bracket. You could actually go up here and copy these two lines right here. Copy those two lines and paste them down here. Remove event listener, open bracket, event period, enter frame, all capitals, comma, gravity, close bracket, semicolon. The easiest way is just to copy these two lines, copy them and paste them in there. Make sure there's two closed curly brackets here. And I think that is it. Control, test movie, test. No errors. I hit that sub, that sub, that sub. I hit 3. I hit 4, 5, 0. I can see I got to stretch my text box here. See this? It's not long enough. So that's this one here. Open the main timeline. Make sure the text layer is unlocked. Just select here and pull it to about there. Control, test movie, test. There's my 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game over. And I believe I got them all, and I got to go even further. Now, See if I can actually count them this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time's up. And I missed 2, and there they are going by. Now you see these ones? That's because I haven't hit them. And if I waited long enough, those other ones would probably come by here. So, I hope you enjoyed the game, first of all. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.